What up, players? We're about to stay back up in this mug. Welcome to day 10 of the July Painting Challenge. Hashtag WBTPC 2020. Today we're taking a look at my second survivor for the Rawhide Armor series. I was wrong, it wasn't bone or fur, it was rawhide. And I guess that's because whoosh, when they are trying to survive out there in the wilderness, they're not really taking on any big monsters yet. These survivors are still trying to survive by taking out the monsters and the animals that they can, using the materials to craft armor and clothes. Therefore, rawhide armor and clothing and weapons made out of the materials they're able to harvest from the weaker animals that they are able to hunt. So I use different varying lengths of and highlighting colors to achieve the tones for the hair, the bone, and the trim on this lady's fur cloak. Those are the most obvious parts that I took the time to do. You can really tell where I went brighter and try to pull up the colors so that I could create a little bit of that textured look for the fur trim, the hair, and the bone. Whereas with the clothes, I did more of a feathered and a blended technique. I didn't want the highlighting to really stand out. I didn't want it to be there. I want to create some depth with her outfit, but I wanted to really draw the eye to the bone weapons and the highlights in the hair. So I hope that this has inspired you to think about the way you blend, and that there are different amounts of paint you could put on your brush to create different feathered or very stark highlights on the different materials. I used a different color blue for her sash than for the trim and her arm ties. That's another thing I got from Horizon Zero Dawn, that you could use different tones and mix and match them on the model to draw the eye, like to her sash, but then to also create a nice unified appearance with the other parts of blue painted on the model. I really enjoyed painting this one and trying to find which highlights I could use to subtly give depth to her clothes without really drawing the eye as much as the fur trim of her collar and the bone weapons, and as well as her hair. So this was a lot of fun to paint, and I'm really glad I was able to finish up the final details. We're just putting on that third layer of highlighting and smoothing out some of the areas that had been a little bit too drastic with the shading and the highlighting. Sometimes just adding a nice glaze to tie the colors in works really well. So that one is varnished and ready to go. Meanwhile, our day 10 question is, what is your favorite army to play as in any war game? What is it about that playstyle that you enjoy when you're rolling the dice? This is brought to us by American Bully, Greco Bully, Camp, GBK, G-Line. And my answer has to be the old school Orcs and Goblins with the animosity rules and everything. I'm thinking like 5th, 6th edition of Warhammer Fantasy Battles. They were so much fun to play, to paint up. They looked terrific, and you're seeing some of my old metal models from way back when War Boss Tay was just a little baby boss. I had so much fun painting these models, but I transported them in a plastic bag. They got all chipped up. I had no idea what I was doing. So I'm looking forward to going back and repainting these, giving them the much needed love and attention that these sculpts truly deserve. And they had so much character. They were so weird, but so fun, and they played unlike any other army. You could have the best laid plans and the strongest unified force, and then all of a sudden, one bad animosity roll, all of your orcs and goblins start fighting amongst each other. They forget all about the enemy, and it's just hilarious. Every game, just unpredictable and hilarious. So much fun to paint. And that's gonna do it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching my day 10. You're doing really, really great. Keep up the great work. And I really, really appreciate all of your posting. If you're following along, even if you're not posting videos, if you're commenting, watching other people's videos and sharing them, just building the community it's such a great thing. The July Painting Challenge really brings out the best in everyone. So there's never been a better time to start painting. I hope you enjoy your projects and keep those spirits up, keep the paint flowing. We'll see you tomorrow. If you want to join the Playaaahs Club, Joe Razorwire, Pix, Harry Gateau, Play It Painted, Logan Swanson, Dicey Guy, and Scragfist. Thank you so much. You can follow the Patreon link in the description. We will see you tomorrow for day 11. Laters, players!